What is up, guys? Back with yet another freaking video. I don't know what I'm going to title this or anything, but realistically, what this video is going to be about is kind of like, I guess, like a reintroduction to CCM-Ads, like everything else. Because, as I mentioned on a previous video, we kind of took everything we did wrong and just kind of like worked from start to finish again to see like what we need to do. So or we are gonna do that. So we're starting all over again. So I'm at Caesar's place. He's with me. We're finally together because it's been like what, fucking almost a month, dude.
Forever.
Because of Mexico and my trip with my ex and all that. So, but anyway, we're back together now. We're working on stuff. We got the laptops out. I'm making some food right now. And really, what we're working on right now is kind of like building ourselves and building those habits based on that book I recommended on the previous video as well. That way, we can go ahead, get everything established, and then actually work diligently, which he's got right there. And I got mine too, actually, over here. So we got them open, and we're over here actually getting some stuff done. Because I think that was our biggest weakness. We were just kind of like, yeah, we're just gonna do it, and we never got it done. So, building those good habits and healthy stuff, so then we can go ahead and get everything done. So, so once we get this out of the way, we can kind of establish how we're gonna do things when, and continue forward with that. So, and just kind of move through the modules like we did. So, there's quite a few phases and modules, and we're just gonna continue doing that. So step one, like always, just kind of check yourself. So that's kind of what we're doing, checking ourselves, improving that. It's going to be a day by day thing too. So even though we'll have something done, it might be something that's going to take some time to make. So, but that's where we're at. We're going to stick with just CCM-Ads stuff with this. So that's kind of what's going on. So otherwise, I'll let you guys know what happens later on in the day and then what some further plans look like. So catch you guys in a little bit. All right, so we had a pretty productive day. We went through pretty much the first phase of everything, of putting everything together. Caesar's working on jar stuff, which is kind of what I was bringing up earlier. So really, what happens is like I'm gonna show them this one. We both have like habits that we want to work on. So this one says reading, which I'm using the phone, so you guys will see it differently. So it says reading on it. So the idea would be when you read a book, based on how you feel, you'll put a coin in there, and it's either a penny, nickel, dime, or quarter. If you feel like you've done the best you could with reading and you fully accomplished your goal, put a quarter in there. If you feel like you didn't read fully what you wanted or you slacked or something, then you can. It's kind of like a rating. So the penny is the worst, the quarter is the best. But eventually, like you can see, it all adds up to what you want to accomplish. And like the more you do it, the more it adds up, and eventually it'll be something nice, and you get to save money. So, and they're small, but like let's say you fill it up, and you have $10 in there. Where now you can put a $10 bill in there, and then yep, so it just keeps going up.
You can track your progress.
Yeah,
That's
so
what matters. It disciplines you. It tracks the progress. Makes you a better person overall.
yep. And so that's the main goal. Is a lot of this first week is going to be kind of like getting back into like checking ourselves and putting those healthy habits back in place and actually setting each other accountable and how to track those things. So that's what we started to do. So so yeah, I have my set as well, which it's mainly like the keto OMAD workout, prayer. I have a picture of it. Reading and like skills.
Russian.
Oh yeah, learning Russian.
You got NP.
Yep. So just stuff like that. Kind of every time you do a skill or you do a thing, put the coin in there. Boom, and over time it grows. You grow, and it's all a win-win. You know, and it's immediate feedback as opposed to like when you work out you don't feel it. At least you can kind of see it in a little jar, so it kind of goes up. So yeah, that's what we worked on today. Doing some CCM life stuff now. So this video will be posted afterwards. And also follow the SRT Apocalypse because posting stuff about that too. So because Hellastar's not doing too well.
Oh, we also did the contracts. We gotta keep
Yes,
each other on check.
that is true. So what we did was we have an accountability. So we're each other's accountability partner. But for instance, he has like his habits and things that he wants checked, and I have mine. And so, like, what are some of yours, for instance?
So some of my habits are like playing guitar for 30 minutes, or going for a walk or stretching. Read one chapter every night. Stuff like that. Just personal things, stuff that you can make a habit out of. And for consequences, yes, we do have consequences.
These
So
are
if
the
we don't do
best.
any of these tasks that we're keeping each other in check, um, we're gonna pay for it, right? So one of my consequences is I put money in a monetary jar. We call it the F up monetary jar. Another one is I have to wear a I love Mustang shirt
Which
everywhere I go.
for him, that's gonna suck. I know he's gonna hate that. So I was like, well, that's a good punishment right there.
I also got my phone jail, which it's gonna hurt, but it's gonna be worth it. I'll learn from it. I gotta stay focused on what I want to accomplish.
And then I have mine too, which I'm trying to look for it as we record. But mine are pretty similar. It was wake up. Well, similar in terms of like the actual uh, composition of it, but it was like wake up at 5, and I had 15 minutes plus or minus. I'll let you hold this actually, the phone. Plus or minus 15 minutes of him. Like I have to message him since we're not together at the moment, but when we are, it'll just be easy. Like, oh, you're up, dude. Cool. But to message him and be like, yep, I'm up, ready to roll. Just blah blah blah. That way, I kind of have a check on that because that's probably one of the hardest ones for me. Another one was um, the reading the books and skills and learning Russian because I was always slacking on that. Exercising because I also slacked on that sometimes or I wouldn't feel like it. So, and I have a Garmin, so he's able to look and see like if I actually exercise. But I also have proof for him, like I'll be able to send him and whatnot. Like, hey, look, I did exercise and stuff. So here, let's say, yes. Workout for 45 minutes, keto OMAD, and I'll send him what I'm eating. And I told him like every single time I eat something or even drink something, I'm gonna send it to you. Practice Russian, daily skills. Um, sorry for being slow. My pretty much like my accountability stuff. Like if I fuck up, it's gonna be the I love Joe Biden shirt for three for 3 months, which that's gonna suck. We do have a fuck up jar. Which did you explain what that was? I know you mentioned it, but I didn't really hear it.
Yeah, so every single time we mess up or we don't accomplish what we're trying to do out of our list, um, we put money in there, right? So it's gonna be $5 per um, fuck up, basically. So we also have a strike system, or not a strike, but passes. So um, let's say I don't know, I had a horrible day or I had a long day at work. That is when I can use a pass. It's not my fault that I had a longer day at work. I didn't have enough time to accomplish what I wanted to do today. So that's why we got this little pass system. But after a while, you got to put money in that fuck up jar.
So circumstantial, like the first time might be like, okay, like I get it, understand that life gets in the way sometimes. But it's like, and we're trying to kind of follow a little bit of Atomic Habits, where it's like, try not to have two occasions where like you don't do a habit or something. So, and it kind of keeps us kind of keep track of that. So, nothing better than both of us doing it together. So, Another one that we did was 5 compliments, and this can be to anyone, but we pretty much did girls. It's like on a Sunday when we're not doing shit, we can just go to like Walmart or whatever, and like we pick the girl for each other. So I'll be like, go to that girl, and you come up with the compliment. I don't care, but like you have to go and say that to that girl. So and it kind of like this kind of like helps with the comfort zone too. So yeah. Another one for me is 100 recorded push-ups and squats for 1 week. And then do zero point 0.5 more of the work that you did not complete. So this doesn't apply for all of them, like for the waking up or keto OMAD. But for like workout for 45 minutes, um, if I miss one workout, then that means I have to complete the 45 minutes and do like half that time. So the half of 45, which is like 22.5, I think. And do that additionally of workout too. So yeah, that's what we did today. Gonna pretty much implement it and kind of test it out and pretty much put it into uh, work mode now. And then the next phase is going to be a lot of like the basics of our company, a lot of like the actual like pricing and how we're going to go about a lot of things. So yeah, that's going to be the fun part once we start kind of like going through that. So um, keep staying tuned. Subscribe. Look at the other content we're making. Uh, have a lot more of things I wish I knew coming up as well. Just haven't really been able to get to that, so but that's coming, especially for those that follow SRT Apocalypse or care about that, like ways to kind of like I guess like pro tips for driving and whatnot too. So like there's no such thing as blind spots if you really tried. So stuff like that. So and how to like prolong the life of your car, which apparently we suck at. So
I'll be making some content about that too, because I've got some issues with my car, and I know he's got issues with the truck. So,
but yeah, so that's where we're at. So I think we're gonna end this today in terms of like us filming what we're doing, but we're gonna keep working on stuff like that and maybe show some of the progress we're making with this. So I'm gonna call this technically phase 2 of everything. Phase 1 was kind of starting the company, so phase 2 of stuff of the company, and this will go by the month. And then hopefully by phase 6, we'll actually be sending out emails and um, trying to get some leads, trying to get some clients. So that's going to be the fun part. And at that point, it's just going to be you guys watching us send emails. So hopefully you get bored with that. All right, guys, take care.